Here we go. And full we are. Bit fuller over here. You hear the frogs in the background? That's a healthy ecosystem, that is. Fling! Right. Bim, 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 bim. I will be back, but we are attacking with a little bell. Shaayamai, Shaayamai, it's a Shaayamai, Shaayamai. It's an Opal Shaayamai, it's an Opal Shaayamai. But with no one here, I'll go and experiment with my opals. I'll experiment with my opals. What a This one looks like a good experimentation. Okay, my opals just fell. This is what we in the vernacular refer to as a balls up, but that's okay. We'll just continue with what we're doing. Turn this up a bit. Hello. Oh, 15 people. Hello. It's Dr. Phil here. I was just cutting up an opal, in case you didn't realise. That's a clever conceit of this plan, me actually talking about the things I'm doing. Opal Shaayamai. There we go. No explanation, just into it. Yay! Look at that, beautiful. I think so. Let's have a look. I think we've got stuff. What we're looking for is evidence of colour, which I think I've got. Just take this piece off. There's some good old opal identification here actually as well. Now this doesn't always work out, but I'm pretty certain I'm correct about which opal I've got this time around. A good friend Caleb from Cuba Petey. No doubt supplied me this one. And what I'll do is I'll give you the subtle tips as to why I think it's a Cuba Petey stone as compared to a Lightning Ridge stone. Now remember, it's going to be tough figuring this one out, okay? So you're just going to look for the subtle clues. Okay, this one's from Lightning Ridge. This one is from Cuba Petey. We'll do that again because you might not see the subtle difference. This one is from Lightning Ridge. This one is from Cuba Petey. Now, in case you haven't noticed, it's just a wee bit darker on the inside of a Lightning Ridge stone if you cut it. As a general rule, that's not all the time, but it's a pretty good indicator. See, they look pretty much identical on the outside. Right, let me just get that piece that I just cut off. Where did it go? Where did it go now? Where did it go? It's Opal of my eye. Millie. This Cuba Petey rock is going to be cut with out. Cut that off. That's a mistake. We're not going to talk about it ever again. You saw nothing. I saw nothing. No one saw anything. It's all good. Now. There you go. What we're doing here is we're just trying to make this thing. Oh, I've got to turn on the happy colour happy. There we go. Happy colour on. A like! It's a like! It's a like! I'm suspecting that the Opal guy might make an appearance any second. I could be wrong, might be, the collaborator. This is Opal, my friend. BK Racing! Welcome to the chat. Hoping it's a colourful opal. Not looking very colourful at the moment, I accept that. Doing some faceting just to see if I can find some colour in here somewhere. It's the opal I think of. Ooh, another light. Woohoo! It's what I think it is. Yeah, there should be some colour on it somewhere. We'll find out though. Up a bit, and zoom, and zoom, and zoom, and up and zoom. Relax, I'm not grinding a fish's face. It looks like a fish's face, but it's not. Under the sea, under the sea. Shh. I told them it wasn't a fish. I could possibly be a crab. Oh, right, yeah, well done. I've seen that movie too. No, it was for my sister, my little sister. I wouldn't like watch those kind of movies on my own. I certainly wouldn't, definitely not. Don't give me that look. I'll grind it off. Oh, another light, thank you. Sorry, I was just having a conversation with an Opal. Certainly hoping this thing's gonna... Okay, yes, excellent, good. Have a look here. I know it doesn't look like much, but that tells me that we're coming up to some colour. At least it tells the hopeful part of me that we're coming up to colour. What I'm doing is I'm faceting, and I'm also moving from side to side, checking angles, because Opal, it faces in various ways, and it's not easy to figure out which way it's going to look best. At the moment, anyway with colour, but you know, when we do have colour, it's bright on one side and not so bright on the other. Even like matters of like half a degree sometimes are matter. Sometimes are matter. Half a degree is not matter, it's a concept. Wish this was dark matter. I'm wondering whether that piece is actually... I wonder if there's a reason why I went through it. It might be a soft patch. I know. Great look at my thumb, isn't it? It's like, that's just a reminder to like, I suppose. Alright. Okay, have a look here. What we're looking for. See it here. Hang on. See if it's close. There. See that change there? There's actually some colour associated with that. I don't know where the colour will come. So what I'm doing is I'm just basically sliding it all the way through. So at some angle, hopefully, the colour will be seen. I'm certainly hoping so, because then, like, that's the best way of making sure that, like, 20 or 30 people don't go, this guy's full of crap. Okay, fish face, don't make a liar of me. look at it in my light. Oh yeah, we've got some. Okay, good. We've got colour in, but it's very, very faint. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to approach it. I think we'll go from the top here. Sorry. I think the colour's just starting to show on the camera. If you're not seeing much colour, that's because there isn't much colour. So don't feel like an idiot for not seeing it. I can only see it on mine with my own eyes. Well, that time it did not stick the landing. Ta-da! Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what happened was that a chip came off, and that's what that's just a QBPD thing, like chips fly off them very easily. You've got to be very unaggressive with the way you cut them. Into the Opal, on the other hand, doesn't have chips flying off it. Basically what happens is you start to cut them into the Opal, and then at some point you're just holding a chip because the whole thing's exploded in your hand. It's like a hand grenade. I'm going out on a limb, so I reckon it's here. That means basically we're out of our misery either way. If it doesn't have anything, I'm going to go find another rock. If it has something, well, I will turn it into a pretty Opal. We've got 2 bites of the cherry here too. That's why I'm doing it this way. The thing's coming. Not looking promising. QBPD stones don't generally have a redeeming feature that you can see them in the sunlight. You can, sort of, but not really. They're less likely to be something you can preserve or something for later. I'm not seeing much there, so I think I'm going to move on to other bigger and better things. Right, check this side out, make sure. Saw something out of the corner of my eye. I'm just going to check this. Could just be a mistake that I made. There is a possibility there's something here. It's not a good one, just warning you. Detroit. Oh. Good afternoon, Detroit. Good morning from Australia. And yet the earth turns. Amazing, isn't it? I still find it amazing that there are lots of people who just come along and, oh, I think I'll just tune in at 3 a.m. from America. Absolutely wild it is. Congratulations, you have fallen in the water. There we go. Let me have a look. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, there is actually an opal in here. I don't think you're going to see it. I'm just going to, what I'll do is I'll just cut it up and turn it into the opal. But I'm very doubtful that you're actually going to see what I see. So just bear with me. I'll very quickly shape this thing up. I'll make it a quick one for you, so we can go and do another one after this. All I'm doing is I'm just making it into the kind of roughly a cabochon shape. Doesn't have to be perfect, as long as it's nice and flat and doppable. I presume it's Saturday over in the United States of America. Can't be Friday forever. We should have done that, hey. We should have organised it so every day of the week is represented all over the world. That'd be funny. Fourth of July, of course. Sorry, I forgot. But in Australia, we don't tend to celebrate 4th of July. Well, happy Independence Day to you. Is that right? Yeah, it is. There we go. Drop shape cab. Just a quickie. Hopefully this one. I just picked that up whilst I was doing other things. Quick look. Yeah, it should have something in it. Let's go. Let's hope this one's a bit better. Quite a controversial topic, actually. We have Australia Day, which is the 26th of January, but our Indigenous population actually refers to it as Invasion Day. So, like, we don't know what to exactly do with it. You've also got to remember that basically we didn't fight a war of independence. We kind of just like signed a document and said, yeah, we're independent now. It wasn't too much fanfare. Tell you what though, the American Independence Day is quite fascinating. When I was doing my research, my PhD research, I was actually spent a lot of time in Lincoln, Nebraska, which is not exactly a... What? Apparently it's Independence Day in America. Ooh, for life. Yummy, yummy. Nom, nom, nom. Likes. Fuel for champion. Yeah, I know. I actually quite like Lincoln, Nebraska, but they had this university and the security guard came up to us and talked to us and they recognised we were Australians and stuff. And they come up to us and they go, see that hat that person's wearing for the University of Nebraska? Yeah. He goes, the N, it's for knowledge. I don't know the rest of them, but they seem to have a very good opinion of their education system over there. No matter what, it's going to be a cab, I reckon. Yeah, the other thing about it was between Lincoln and Omaha, there's a huge aerospace museum, and it makes sense because like Lincoln's like at the crossroads between everything, and so there's air bases and everything for the Air Force. You got to remember, I'm from Australia. We don't have masses of planes everywhere. We've got some F-35s flying around, which is kind of cool, but other than that, not much. So luckily for me and people who are scared of being bored senseless, there's some nice colour. It's lightish, but it's good. It's a curved beady stone. Means that this particular type I might actually fasten it if it's not going to get too brighter, although there is colour coming through now. But at any rate, I went to that museum and like saw exhibits that like I would never have thought that it was possible to see because, well, I thought that people wouldn't put the planes out on static display basically. Went to a tailgate because they have a football team there, and you might not realise, but they have a football team there. They care more about the football team than they do about anything else. Indeed. They said, you want to go to a tailgate. Now, you've got to understand, I don't know what you consider a tailgate to be, but to me, a tailgate is when you drive uncomfortably close to somebody else. So there's not much in the way of baked meat when you're doing that. So as far as I was concerned, the people were telling me, would you like to drive uncomfortably close to someone? And then we'll give you some food for doing that. Figured it out. I know the general idea about the party that they do before the football game. Basically what happens is someone yells, "Go Big Red." Everyone else goes, "Go Big Red." I presume that happens all over the country. It was very funny because the game they played that day, the Cornhuskers won by something called a behind. Now, I have no idea what a behind is, but I realised that my life was in jeopardy unless I jumped up and, shook hands with people and said, "It's a behind, it's a behind, it's totally a behind. Yes, we behinded." Still don't know what a behind is. But I know it's very important if you happen to be a Cornhusker. So as you can see, I have all of the facts now. What the fuck, people are watching me. Rave on a bit behind. Oh, it was good. One of my mates who went with me, we were both students at the time. It was just close enough to the deep south somehow so that he could get an alligator burger, and so he did. Not something I've eaten before. Yeah, that one's going to be good. It's faceted, by the way. It's Cooper Petey stone. Fascinating. Okay, I don't know if there's anything here. There might, actually there is. Saw it. Beautiful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top off this one, see what it looks like underneath. The colour I saw was on the side, and I'm just hoping for wall. I don't think there is. We'll see how good the colour is underneath. Yeah, one thing that's hard to get used to in the United States is corn syrup, actually. I'd drink a Coke and it was like, it was wrong. Anyway, I could describe it. And I'm well aware that Americans have made the drink up. They're the ones who literally invented the darn drink. And corn syrup, it's quite a surprising supplement. I don't doubt it. I'm just like, it's hard to get used to corn syrup though. It's the actual type of sugar. It's a bit more insipid than cane sugar, that's all. You guys like getting Mexican Coke, don't you? I think the reason is cane sugar over corn syrup. Yeah, it's the cane sugar. And Opal guy, I think that the cane sugar is just as bad for you. It's just a ratio of sucrose to fructose or galactose or, you know, pinky toast, whatever. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. That must be some kind of beverage. Besides, I thought it was headphones. It was very strange when I went there, like, they said, would you like some Peruvian Coke? And everyone's got a mirror out. I'm like, what? I swear those people were dodgy because they didn't even give me a drink. They just gave me like some flour or something. I'm not paying $400 for flour, man. Just go to the supermarket and get flour. What I'm doing is I'm giving this the VIP treatment regardless of what actually happens. I'll be looking at it in a second. Yeah. It must be organic, I reckon. They didn't seem to certify that it was chemical free though. yeah, there is colour there. So I'll just keep going. It's just like not very good colour. There's two things that have been kind of colourful, so sort of worth my time, but sort of not really. Talk it up, Phil. Oh, this is a wonderful oval. It's like great. It's got some colour somewhere. Drink some Peruvian Coca-Cola, you'll enjoy it. Crack to... See if you can spot it. There it is. Look at all that beautiful colour. Try and get it again. You might need to see it in slow-mo. There it is. There, yay! Worth it. Let's try and... Probably ground it off now. No. There you go, one tiny little streak. Well worth it. The next 500 million I've ever spent. Okay. Give me a second to go through the stuff and get you a nipple that you will enjoy. A nipple that you will enjoy. Hurrah, hurrah, you will enjoy. What a lovely song. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? So it's hardly even a pun or a joke. I forgot about that. Good old days, hey? That's a nice drink. What's in it? Not telling. Secret. What? Put that on the top stick because I'm worried about it. Because it's going to get a bit too thin if I keep going. There we go. Not a bad little one. This one next, little crystal. Hopefully it's all good. Yeah, nice. Look at you, lovely. Lovely little thing. lovely little one. See that green flash in there? I may have to use it. Once again, it's a bit too delicate to cut like that. There's red in there too. Yay. Have to very carefully. Flatten out the back. Note this, you have to flatten it out, but you're worried about reducing the opal too much. You've got to get rid of that inclusion. It's not going to be any good with the inclusion. You know what? Tell your story, walking, buddy. Right. I'll round it on the chopstick. Alright. Nice little gem, that. Let's have a look at this guy. Hopefully there's something in there. Hopeful. Thank you. For my next tuck, I'm going to... I don't know what I said. For my next truck, some cross between a trick, a trap, and a truck. A trick, a truck. Well, as you can see, I'm very good at doing magic tricks. That was my opal disappearing act. Give it up for random disappearing opal. Yay! Right. Right, making you go. Let's have a look. Okay. Got a good feeling about this one. Let's see if the feeling is actually good. Alright. Good luck, everybody. Hold on to your butts. Good start. Oh, I got 7 likes. I hadn't even noticed. Thank you, people, for liking me. Maybe a wee little bit of colour in this one. A wee little bit. Have a quick look under the light. More picture stone than anything, but I'm hopeful there'll be colour in the sun. You never know. Alright. Saw something. Let's have a look. No. No. That's the way. That's good. Put your hand there. And it goes. Don't know. No. Why am I singing that song? Got that one. Got that one. You're not seeing what I'm grabbing, so I don't know why I'm bothering showing you. But I'm grabbing it. Grab that one. And grab... No, not that one. Grab that one and that one. And that one. Oh, and that one. Right. And that one. Right, got them. Let's go. These are the ones I have chosen. Da, 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 da. Say it like, 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 say it like. There's 36 people watching this. 8 likes is what gets given. I tell you, if you get 8 likes, that is quite a way to be living. Should have cut it in half, but I didn't, so I'm eating the reward of that. If you're curious, it's definitely a Cupid stone. Cupid stone. Cupid. There we go. A nice sort of in a drop shape, so I suppose it's appropriate. There we go, lovely. I'll do this one because I think it's going to be a nice one. Then I'll cut a big rock in half because I think a lot of the people who want to watch a big rock getting sawn in half. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. Come on, don't do this now. Get that in the middle for time being. I think it's going to be alright. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. You can keep that sand locked away. Maybe a conversation piece, I don't know. Work out what to do with later. There we go. Right, as promised, giant stone cut in half. Ta-da! Right, what will we do? I'll just carve this guy off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to treat this one very carefully because this is quite a tough stone, so if there's no reason to cut it, I won't. Just you do that. Beautiful, look at that. The naughty thing, I'm going to have to cut it. It's quite beautiful. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad at all. You just oh, thank you. Thank you for the like. Now, yeah, okay. So I'm seeing what the deal is here. Let's just carefully. Right, we are certainly going to have to cut this. It's going to be a right pain in the butt, but we've got to do it. Okay, turning it up. There's nothing. Turn up. Have a look at that. There's actually some colour just sitting there. That's what we were seeing. But I've got this piece here that we'll use. Oh, 11 likes. Thank you whoever did that. Very nice of you. Don't worry, we'll get to the other side. I'm just making sure that this black bit is nice and smooth. Right, now let's get to this bit. Take it down a little bit because I'm seeing a little bit of stuff here and want to preserve it if I can. Quite a surprising find underneath all of this. Not only am I looking for colour in general, but I'm also looking for picture stain. So this might be a candidate for cherry blossom. So I'm okay with that. Now it's not terribly bright, but if this opal gets any brighter, then that's some serious value at this kind of size. So well worth checking out. Oh, 12. There we go. I was in my own little world there for a little while, just sitting there happily cutting an opal away. I hope it was entertaining because I had no idea what I was doing in front of the camera. And that sounds terrible, doesn't it? That's not what I meant. What I'm seeing here is there's just a little bit of colour just in the grey potch there, and that's enough to really make it pop out on the other side. Starting to look at her. What is she? I think we'll call her a precious opal. She is precious. She's got play of colour, which is good. Play of colour isn't that strong. That's all right. We can cope with that as long as we've got the play of colour. You see, it starts to become a delicate tension between size and colour. So the fact that we can get a nice, what they call wall-to-wall colour, hopefully anyway, with this opal means that I may well be able to jack up the value a bit. The more colour that's contiguous, the higher the price I can expect to get for it. There we go. Likes. Thank you, my friends. Lovely. Well, that's the Mexican jumping, Opal. Arriba, arriba, arriba. What? Let's have a quick look. Well, that was a good call, actually. Waiting on the resources to get to that. Maybe not. Alright. Have a look what we get over here. Good. Excellent. So, the gold is wall-to-wall colour, and if you can't get that, you may as well cut the bit off. My suspicion was correct. What you tend to do is you tend to explore this by cutting more and more bits off it until you get to the bits that have got colour on it. But this has got some nice, well, it looks like it's got colour on the other side, so I'm content to keep going with that bit. I think we've got enough thematics that we can actually start to resolve this opal too, so that's good. This guy's going to be at least 20 carats. It's going to be absolutely massive. At the moment, let me have a look. This thing might be not. Just depends on how it's viewed. I think it might be worth about $500 at the moment. Depending on what goes on, it might get better or worse. Tell you what, I'm loving that pattern there. As long as it's contiguous and it doesn't flake off, I'm happy with that. But sometimes that's actually a sign of weak potch. So if we can make sure that it's strong, I'm happy to have it there. we have that there, and it keeps doing that kind of thing. That'll look absolutely brilliant. There's some green under there. Okay, now to be gentle with the stone. Ooh, another like. Thank you, whoever did that. So that really is quite fascinating, this thing. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to join it up. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Look at that. You know what I want. Good. Excellent little open. Just like that. Yeah. Look at you. Oh, this is getting quite attractive as an opal, I think. Pretty cool. Gotta be careful not to overdo it, but what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to get to the coloration that's underneath all of this. So hopefully as an open cutter, there are little things you can do to influence the colour, like if you want a contiguous stone. And I'm pulling out all the stops here. All right, let's have a look at this. Closing that down. By the way, you can hear the frogs in the background. They're beautiful little things. All right, so I've got options. I'm going to keep it as a whole stone, but what I was going to tell you is I could have kept, I could have sliced this bit off without much of a penalty, really. I may still do that, but I think that it looks quite nice like that. I actually quite like the stone as it looks. It's got a little bit of colour. When the morning happens, we'll have a look, because I have a suspicion. If you flip it over, I can just see a little bit of colour poking through. I'm a bit suspicious that this is a bit more colourful than we suspect. So I'm kind of hopeful, but the hope is placed in reality, so to speak. But we'll see. If it's not as I envisaged, well, too bad. But it's looking pretty good. It's a nice picture stone at the moment, so I think we'll keep it like that. And the good news is, here's the stone that it came from. Having a look underneath, you can actually see that there's actually a lot more opal there that will end up as coloured opal. Oh, pardon me. Basically, I can pull that same trick again with this guy. So that's 15 likes. Thank you. That is quite an impressive. That's quite impressive for such a cheap stone, basically. And I've got this guy here too. That's the other side of it, actually. So we've got a lot we can do. We've got this guy here too. That guy as well. So, I mean, we can do a lot. Ugh. Hey guys. I hope we didn't disturb you. They're cute, those things. It's a bit disturbing. They kind of sound like a little fart. But anyway, just take the old jackety off. I think the birds are not exactly. There we go. There you go. Right, check it off. You want to come out and have a chat? All right. Come out. Move my jacket over to this one, and Max will probably come out and say hi. Do you want to say hi, Loki? Do you want to say hi? Well, if you can't, have a look. Put him under our arms, under our wings. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Loki. Yeah. No, you can come out if you want. Okay. Oh, I'll close it because you'll be nervous. Come out? Come out? Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Good bird. Good bird. Yeah. Squeaky squeak. Yeah. What we do is we're going to have a little chat together. We'll have a chat with our friends. Yeah. Look at your head. You're still molting. So we've still got pin feathers that are doing the pin feather things. Want to get down here? You want to use that? We'll use this one. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Look. It's okay. It's okay. Here we go. Right, I'm going to move this over. He's a bit nervous. He'll be all right. Come on. Lovely. You can do it. Figure it out. Yeah, there you go. Scratch, scratch. Yeah, come here then. Yeah, come on. Come on. Good. There you go. Make sure we've got a good view of you. There you are. There you go. Isn't that nice? Isn't it nice? Nice. You want to have a go too, do you, Loki? Alright. I thought you didn't want to come out. Eventually, what you do is you kind of make it so that you hold on to their beaks. Makes it a lot easier to scratch them. But we're just moving along that. You go too quickly along that path and you end up with no fingers. Yeah. That's all right. There you go. Was that fun, Max? What's your problem now? What's your problem now? Hip. 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 This might take some time. Hip. 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 Now, in case you actually understand birds, hang on. I will. In case you're interested, yes, if you know something about birds, you know that the hiss is not a good sound, but we've developed almost a hiss language around here, so it's a bit different with Max. And it developed because Max has had issues, basically, ever since I've got him. He's a bit of a rescue, so, yeah, I know. They don't understand. It's also a form of communication. Scratch? Well, I'm not going to scratch you if you keep hissing, because, it's a good way to lose a finger. Scratch your bit? Yeah. Whoa. Well, that's a bit of a mixed message, isn't it? Yeah, I know. I know what you want. I'll go get it for you in a minute, okay? But you've got to go in your cage to eat. You know that, don't you? Yeah. 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 This conversation might go for a while. Hang on, I'll just get Pony Q. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Anyway. It's all good. And like and subscribe. 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 Wait. Did you see that, ladies and gentlemen? Did you just see that? Did you see that? That was astonishing. I swear on the grave of Jack Sparrow that I didn't do that. It must have been Pony. That's the only logical explanation that it was Pony. Well, wonders never cease. I must say, yeah, I know. I got suckered right in. That's a heuristic that the birds do adopt occasionally. Max is about to eat Loki's sign. You'll see that. But at any rate, I'm going to have to go off and make sure that Max doesn't eat Loki's sign. That's... Yeah, I know. It ain't going to be pretty. Yeah. Them's fighting words. Yeah. All right. Anyway, have a lovely evening. I'm going to go have a fight with a cockatoo. See you guys around. Dr. Phil out.